Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the trolls come out to play. It's turgid, toxic, nasty, and wicked. You better watch what you say. Some come for laughs, some come for fights. You'll see love, but oh, the hate ignites. Click subscribe, take the ride. You never know what's on the other side. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roam. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with a criminal record alone. Drama's brewing, scandals in the making. Every click's a new mistake. Comments flying, tempers rising. It's a risk you're gonna take. Some seek the fame, some seek the thrill. But beware, it's a bitter pill. Watch your back, stay on track. This wild ride you can't retract. Welcome to a crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roam. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor. You'll end up with a criminal record alone. Alone, alone, alone. In the shadows of the screen, where reality seems so mean, you'll find the truth harsh and clean in this digital machine. Welcome to our crazy corner of YouTube where the dark and twisted roam. Be careful, friend, don't be like Matt Taylor, or you'll end up with the criminal record alone. Don't click that link, take the dive. Welcome to where we thrive. But tread lightly, don't be blind. In a corner, lose your mind.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First in the chat, Rule Britannia, new subscriber. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday, the 29th of June. How the devil are you? What a day. What sweltering pleasure to be on planet Earth. I'll be honest with you. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. But hey, you know, there's lots of people who aren't in the mood, but they still got to do it, haven't they? Yes. I've been out on the lake, well, sitting beside it, fishing with my son. Sadly, no bites today. But, you know, that's the fun of fishing. It's not about catching the fish. It's about spending quality time with the people you love spending quality time with. Big shout out to Rule Britannia in the chat. Rule Britannia, bravest of the brave, has got 1 zillion brownie points. Sadly, you can't transfer those brownie points for sterling. It's only a little joke. But listen, one of the things I wanted to let me just start this up. Hang on. One of the things I wanted to discuss. I'm in the mood for love, says Rule Britannia. Hey, love it. That always brings a smile to one's face, isn't it? When they're in the mood for love. Yes. I was going to say, yeah, one of the things I want to discuss is moderating. Because I've experienced YouTube from both sides, you know, hosting and as a viewer. And I myself don't particularly get the host involved with my... Sorry about that. I don't particularly get... Well, I've never... And you have to bear with me while I get all this straight in my head. Rule Britannia has distracted me with the "I'm in the mood for love." Yes, baby. So while I am going live today, these moderators and chat room and all that kind of stuff. So listen, I've experienced YouTube from both ends. I've hosted my own lives, and I've also been a viewer on lives. And I've personally never got the host involved with what I've said in the chat. And I find it, and this is just me, I find it a bit of a liberty, a bit of a cheek to get the host involved in arguments in which people have with each other in the chat. And we've experienced that a lot recently, you know. One of constant criticisms I get is that my chat is unmoderated and that I've allowed abuse in my chat room. And my argument to that is, well, how is that my fault? And I've never quite got it myself. I've never quite understood how it's the host's fault about what goes on in the chat. I mean, people who know my kind of like format, there are some times when I'm reading a news report or I'm singing lyrics, and there's a lot of time where my attention is elsewhere and it's not in the chat. And so then when I do come back, all I see is Matt going to allow this to continue? And it's like, for me, it's like, what? Allow what to continue? I've missed it. So yeah, I've always found it a bit of a cheek, a bit of a liberty, blaming the host for each other's arguments in the chat. It shouldn't, for me personally, it's got nothing to do with the host. Listen, if you can't conduct yourself in a mature and friendly manner, don't expect the host to come in and arbitrate between you and other people. Yeah, the host is there to host the show, to keep the show going to the wants of the host, you know. And getting involved with the chat is distracting the host from what they want their show to be. And, you know, like I said, we've had this recently. Lenny's a regular viewer on the show, and he's a, you know, he's a vocal critic. And he was kind of like voicing his dissatisfaction yesterday that the chat isn't well moderated and that I should do better. And of course, I've had some comments today, you know, why do I allow sock puppet accounts in the chat? Well, number one, it's hard without investigation on the face of it to see who's a sock puppet account. And what I find interesting is that the responsibility is on the host to sort this out. There's no criticism of the actual people who are creating the sock puppet accounts. Yeah, there's no criticism of those people causing a ruckus in the chat. The criticism goes to the host. And for me, you know, if I am going to go live, which I'm not in the mood to be fair, I've got a sunstroke after a long day by the lake. This is something I want to discuss and maybe hear from you. You know, why is it the host's responsibility to police the chat. I mean, obviously, there's a need for this. Otherwise, YouTube wouldn't have the spanner feature. And of course, a lot of popular YouTubers will nominate trusted friends or associates and give them the spanner to then decide amongst themselves to do what they want, i.e. time people out or ban people altogether. But my experience of that is if I give spanners to people, and from what I've seen also from a viewer, that can get abused. And so that's why I don't give spanners out. Because the people I give a spanners to, and I'm more than happy to say Justin loves it. Justin loves having a spanner on the Matt Taylor TV shows because he loves timing out everyone he doesn't like. Which is good. But for me personally, I'm all about freedom of expression, zero censorship kind of thing. So, around about what I'm trying to say is that don't bother me about what's going on in the chat. If you can't get on amongst yourselves, don't come running to me about it. Because quite frankly, I'm not interested. Now, I love a bit of banter. We all love a bit of banter. And if you can't handle a bit of banter in the chat, YouTube isn't the place for you. It really isn't. And on that note, I don't really think I've got much else to say. Okay. Au revoir. And I shall see you another time, no doubt. Dedicated to Rule Britannia and being in the mood for love. Let's play a promotional video dedicated to love. yeah, we had a great day. Lewis jumped in. Lewis jumped into the river. We all cooled down. It was a good laugh. And of course, it's great company. Lewis is great company. I love him. Yes. And you know, while we can spend time with those we love, let's spend time with those we love. Because of course, we're not around here forever, are we? We're not around forever. Yes, because you know, I've seen the same kind of comments saying that Bab's back. Now listen, it's all very well saying Bab's back, but where and who? If you're going to say someone's back, show us how she's back. You know what I mean? What names is she using? Because otherwise it's just putting out speculation. If you're going to speculate on something, let's see who you think she is. Firstly, it's all very well saying, oh, Babs is back. And what it should be is Babs is back and she's using so-and-so. You know what I mean? She's using this name or that name. That's what we should be saying. You know? And I know we've got lots of new, we've got lots of new users, new names coming. But my only criticism of that is you need to give us more. You need to give us more than just, you know, oh, there you go. Thank you. You know, sometimes in life, you do get what you ask for. So, according to Lucis, Colleen Max is Babs. Wow, brilliant. There we go. I will look out for Colleen Max. Colleen Mac, I mean. To be fair, if she is back, she's not engaging with MattTaylorTV. And, you know, I find that quite hurtful, really. To be perfectly honest, if Babs is back under the guise of Colleen Mac, I feel a bit upset that she's not engaging with MattTaylorTV. Okay? But yeah, thank you. I'll keep my eyes out for that. I haven't seen Colleen Mac anywhere. It's a new name. But that's what I like. You know, if you're going to say someone's back, give us more info than just someone's back. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Hey, listen, the thing is, I'm really not in the mood. I'm really not in the mood. I've had a long day, sunstroke, and, you know, I'm trying to express myself about the sock puppet accounts, but I don't really feel as if I'm doing a good enough job. Like, and you know, I can't really get it into words what my problem is. It comes down to the fact that don't bother me about the chat room. And I'm not being out of order by saying that. What happens in the chat is your business. That's your space. You know, it's like a saloon bar and there ain't no bouncers around. And if you can't conduct yourself maturely and friendly in a saloon bar, get the fuck out. You know? And it does get my back up, continuously getting criticised for your conduct. It's not my conduct, it's your conduct. It's the way you lot behave with each other. And it's like, you know, that Sinbad and Pip Smoker, I've got my back up. They're the ones who've got my back up. Moaning to me, and Lenny to an extent, moaning to me about the chat and moaning to me that they feel, oh, well, I feel a bit upset because someone's having a go at me. And Matt Taylor, he's not, you know, he's not fucking timing people out. He's not getting rid of people. Well, you know, fucking hell. That's a different Babs. That's Babs on Kaylee. Oh, yeah, so there's a Babs McKay, isn't there? Is that right? Come on, Lucis. Come on, Lucius. Babs that, yeah, well, I think you got mixed up with the Babs, Lucius, really. Fucking hell. Anyway, I'm just not in the mood, to be fair. I'm just not in the mood. And it's got nothing to do with you. It's just that I've had a long day out in the sun. It's been lovely. I mean, I personally don't think she is back, only because I'd know if she was. Or I like to think I'd know. You know, I do keep my finger on the pulse. Is that the right saying? Or is it I do keep my willy on the chopping board? No, surely not. It's something I do keep my buttock on the toilet seat. No! Finger on the pulse. That's it. I do keep my finger on the pulse. And I reckon I would know whether Babs B was back. Half listening, half watching Rod Stewart at Glastonbury. Mick Hucknall came on. Oh, wow. I love a bit of Mick Hucknall. In fact, I was listening to Mick in the car today. Simply Red, isn't it? Yes. Hello, Katie. Good to see you. Did you join the Sun in the River, Matt? No, I didn't. But I tell you, it was lucky I wasn't because the current was so strong. He got what? Luckily, he's a good swimmer, but even then, he didn't get back to the jetty. And then again, there was a rope there. Obviously, other people had got into difficulty at that particular place in the river because there was a big rope. And so it was lucky that fucking rope was there so I could throw it to him and he could grab on. But no, I didn't jump in. But I was well impressed with Lewis. He's a top lad. My son is a top lad. And I'm very blessed and very fortunate. Well, it's the same thing, blessed and fortunate, isn't it? It's the same thing. I'm very lucky. And then again, I am lucky. That's the thing. I'm the most luckiest man in the world. I'm very lucky to have him as my son. In fact, I get quite emotional, really. He's such a good looker. And he's got so much going for him. And I just say to him, I say to him clear, I say, don't fuck it up, mate. You got everything. And like I said today, I'm not envious of him. I'm very happy that he's got the looks, he's got the brains, he's got the brawn, you know, and he can go far. There's a whole world open to him. Willie on the chopping board, of course, yes. I knew it was something like that. Someone in Ghost Chat was saying another channel called Gone were Babs. It's only YouTube. Did he see it? Wow. Hey, listen. If Babs is back, okay, why isn't she engaging with MattTaylorTV? That's all I'm saying. Why isn't she engaging with MattTaylor? Unless she's turned her back on me, which I'll be very upset about, you know. But I personally don't think she's back. That's just me, because I'd know about it, and I know about a lot of things that I don't let on. I'm not boasting, but it's true. He says, I came back in the room and wondered what the Zen sound was. The ghost haven't finished, and I've missed the beginning of this live. Chicken, duck poo, baraka. Hey, listen, you haven't missed much, love. I'm not even in the mood to do a live tonight. I'm really not in the mood. I think I've got sunstroke. I'm totally sunburnt. I'm red raw. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I love the weather. I love it. But even I get a bit sunstrokes, you know what I mean? No loyalty on YouTube. Come on, I know, isn't it, eh? If you're going to come back on YouTube, at least come back to MattTaylorTV. Fucking hell. I thought we were mates, you know? I thought we were mates. But yeah, I don't think she's back. And again, if you are going to say she's back, tell us who she's under. What name is she using? Because I certainly don't think she's Third Eye Zone. If that's what some people are alluding to. So Katie says that account tweet through were Babs. Okay, there you go. At least we got Katie coming in saying this username is attached to Babs. So thanks, I'll keep out for that. But then again, tweet true. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Tweet true. Tweet true. Oh, the account said tweet true were Babs. Well, there we go. I haven't seen that name on my chat. Katie, Babs from Jupiter's. So we've got Babs K, haven't we? And then Babs B. Not sure what that Nemo account was seeking me out in Ghost Chat. Well, like I said, your name does get banded about a lot, doesn't it, Katie? It does get banded about. Welcome, Brian. Yes, good idea. How about we stare into space and we all just share a box of prunes together? Good idea. Katie says, yes, Colleen is Babs K, I imagine her name. I'm not sure why she's saying she had to delete her other channels. They're still publicly available. Well, you know, there's a lot of bullshit going on, is there, eh? There's a lot of bullshit goes about, you know. But, you know, I personally think Babs B could be one of the only people who said, oh, I've just corrected myself and I realised what I'm about to say. I was going to say Babs B is about the only person who's left YouTube and they said they're going to leave YouTube. But then I remembered when she first said she was going to leave YouTube, she came back as Limu. So let's move on. A1000 strawberries and cream, yummy yum. Oh, did you hear about they were selling strawberry and cream sandwiches in Marks and Spencer's? Which be interesting. I've got a lovely ripe mango to have tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I'll have it after this. Lovely ripe mango. I love a lovely ripe mango. I really do. So, Katie, what I mean, you are respected as a YouTube warrior. Yes. Good to see Brian in the chat. We haven't seen Brian for a long time. Hi, folks. I hope you're all keeping well. Yes, Brian. I hope you've all had a good day. I've been down by the fishing lake. Alas, no fish. No fish today. Right time for me to turn off the chat and watch the show. There's not much going on, really. I'm really not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. But I just wanted to kind of like talk about you lot, really, and about what you get up to in the chat. I don't see why it's got anything to do with me having to police how you lot interact with each other. You know, and I don't get it, really. I don't get how the responsibility falls onto the host to having to kind of like look after you lot. I'm not here as the headmaster. I'm here as the entertainer. You know, didn't you, when someone, and this is a performance, you understand that. Do you know, sometimes when I go off on one, it's just a performance. And when there's someone on stage, that performer doesn't worry about fucking conversations and aggro going on in the audience. Katie says it's like being popular in a mental ward. Well, one-liner, one word I often nick from Katie is madness. And it is. It's bloody mad out there. It's bloody mad. Yeah, so Katie makes the point, does it even matter if Babs is back? Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if she could jump on to does it matter? It's a good question. I think ultimately it doesn't, does it? It doesn't matter. Each to their own. Woo! Lovely song though. And of course we've got, I want to check out those Rubin Observatory pictures. That's the newest telescope up in space. Apparently the Rubin Observatory can see a golf ball on Mars. And as we know it, there is a few golf balls on not Mars, sorry. The sunstroke, man, it's made me do dally. On the moon. Apparently there are some golf balls on the moon, aren't there? Because that's what the astronauts do in their spare time when they visit the moon. They have a round of golf. They go for a drive and have a round of golf. Good dad, top lad. Yes. Okay, he's behind. Katie, keep up, Grandma. Have you heard about the Michelins? How the Michelin stars came about? Well, if you haven't heard about it, it was all the Michelin brothers. They made tyres back in the turn of the century out in France. And of course, you know, when cars first came into production, they were status symbols. You know, people took their cars to the theatre to be seen, you know, with the latest tech. And of course, because the Michelin brothers were in the tyre business, they wanted people with cars to drive more. Because when you drove more rubber is burnt and more tyres need to be brought. So they came up with the idea of doing maps and highlighting restaurants on the map. And that's where they started rating the restaurants 1 star to 3. And, you know, they used to recommend restaurants that were worthy of their own ride. A 3-star Michelin restaurant, that's worth a Sunday ride, if you know what I mean. But anyway, that's where it all comes from. No, I have got top children. My kids, tip top. I'm very happy. Kate says, being productive, but have had this YouTube on all day. Good. We all enjoy a bit of YouTube. Oh, and it was proactive, not productive. Proactive. Where's Lenny, for fuck's sake? Oh, don't mention him. He'll only come in and start telling me off for something. Proactive. Honestly, don't mention Lenny. He'll only come in and start having a go at me for something or another. Getting lost in translation. I have no clue what you're talking about. Don't worry. Nor do I. I'm totally sunstroked, I am. Totally sunstroked. I don't know what I'm on about too. No, leave Lenny alone. Leave Lenny. I've only got 15 minutes to go and then I can wrap it up. I tell my kids off for saying try. I gave Lewis a challenge today. When he fill up the tank, £20. I said, right, son, £20 exactly. And he goes, oh, okay, I'll try. I said, no, do or die. He goes, okay, Dad, yeah. And guess what? He failed, didn't he? He failed. He done £20 1 pence. But hey, I'm not going to hold it against him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to disown him or anything. He's a good lad. He impressed me today for jumping in the river. But then again, if that rope wasn't there, he would have been swept down that river, never to be seen again. So I had to get a bit kind of like authoritative with him. I had to say, oi, get the fuck out. And he looked at me and I said, what are you looking at? He goes, I'm deciding whether to submit to your authority or not. I said, listen up, you little toe. I didn't say this, but I gave him that look and he thought, yeah, okay, then fair enough, I'll get out. But at some point, well, he already has actually. He picks his mood. It's whatever mood you catch him. Sometimes he submits to my authority. Sometimes he doesn't. You know, what can he do? I was hoping to have a Sunday off. Really, I've got a lot of gardening I need to do, and I've got loads of little chili plant seedlings coming up, and I wanted to divide the seedlings and put them in their own pots, you know, and I wanted to clean my windowsill, get all the windowsills, get all the flowers, you know, the plants on it. So I was hoping to have my Sunday to myself. But, you know, Lewis rang me up last night before we went to bed. He goes, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, and I knew exactly what he wanted. So you got to tell the truth to your kids, haven't you? So I said to him, oh, I've got nothing planned, mate. What are you thinking of? He goes, you know damn well what I'm thinking of. So I said, okay then, I'll fucking be there at 9 o'clock. we were down by the lake at past. And we didn't get anything until 2 o'clock. We said, look, fucking hell, I can't be hanging around here all fucking day. You know what I mean? Yes, that's what I said to him. I said, listen, how often do we hear about accidents on hot summer days, you know? That's exactly what I said to him. I said, no, look, fucking, you had your jump in. I've had to save you with the rope, and the tide was coming in. So that current was getting stronger and stronger. Yes. Not as bad as those raisins. Those currents, not as bad as those raisins. Yeah, absolutely. So I had to do my dad tone. You know what I mean? Lewis, get the fuck out. You've had enough fun. You know? Yeah. But yeah, he survived it. And if it weren't for that rope, I don't know what would have happened. It would have been swept away, mate. And then we'd have heard it on the news today. God forbid. But we do hear these things, don't we? Kids coming into difficulty on hot summer days, get into trouble. And of course, I wouldn't have jumped in to save him. No, I wouldn't have jumped in to save him. I know that may sound a bit crazy, but the first thing we're taught in the army is not to save your buddy. Just not to save your buddy. You know, do not put yourself in danger to save someone else. It's drummed into us. That's one of the first lessons we're taught. If your buddy's in trouble and it's not 100% safe to save him, do not save him. And so, you know, I wouldn't jump into fast moving current to save someone, because you're putting yourself into danger. Luckily, I had a rope there to throw in instead. If that rope wasn't there, mate, I don't know what would have happened. Yeah. You will always be his dad. You will always be looking out for him. Yeah, of course I will. And vice versa, of course. Vice versa. I'm very lucky. Very lucky man indeed. And of course, I'm very lucky to have you lot as well in the chat. Well, I think this is coming to an end soon, and we'll wrap it up pretty quickly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Some pretty lovely music, isn't there? Hey, listen, it's coming up to an hour. I'll be wrapping it up. I'll let you get on to what you were doing. Listen, don't come to me about the chat room. I'm not interested. All right, we're all adults. We're all mature, and we all know what it means to be friendly. Okay, so if you can't sort yourselves out in the chat, what kind of, you know, how mature are you? How friendly are you? I don't need to be being the headmaster to you lot. Yeah, good night, Katie. Thanks ever so much for popping in. Katie's had a proactive day. Well done for going live despite suffering with sunstroke at 300 million brownie points. Thank you. The thing is, yeah, I always said I'll go live. I won't go live if I'm not available. But the thing was, I was available. I thought that's a bit of a dilemma. It's like, well, I am available, but I don't want to go live. So what can I do? I can't let my audience down. So I went live anyway and just played some old promotional videos. Thank goodness for old promotional videos. Oh yes, and remember the 300th subscriber. That's still on the cards, isn't it? Where am I now? I've only think I've got. Let me see how many more to go to 300. Not many. 11. I need 11 more subscribers to hit my 300. Lovely jubbly. And of course, a big shout out to Rule Britannia. Rule Britannia was the first one in. Rule Britannia is a new subscriber, actually. To be fair. Yes. What's that in the chat? I missed that. Are you ending this live? Yes, Katie. I'll wrap it up in an hour. I've got 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. Lenny owes you a live. I tell you, I can't wait for Lenny to start going live, because I'll be in there giving him some criticism. Oh, I'll be letting him know exactly what I think of his hosting skills and his shows. And God forbid if there's any aggro in his chat, I'll be saying, Lenny, why aren't you sorting that out, Lenny? Someone's being mean to BB. You know, someone's being mean to someone in your chat. Are you going to let that carry on? Hey, Lenny? Come on, Lenny, do something about it. But no, most probably, Lenny would be absolutely brilliant at it and just do whatever it needs to keep order and everyone in check. And I think that's what most probably will happen, actually. I do feel as if Lenny will be an absolute brilliant YouTube host in where everyone will behave. Don't be silly. It's Car Crash TV. What you on about? You make it look easy. Remember, Brian PC, it's easy stuff. Look, we want Brian PC to go live as well. That's something we want. BB. Am I pronouncing that right? And of course, you know, I'm not trying to influence everyone or kind of like, you know, passively aggressively do something to anyone. But Katie hasn't gone live for a long time, and we all yes, thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. We all remember how legendary Katie's live streams are. But like I said, I'm not passively aggressively kind of like implying anything. But I'm just, you know, highlighting what Justin says. We all know how legendary Katie's live streams are. Just saying. That's another catchphrase of yours, isn't it, Justin? Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, we're coming up to an hour. Thank goodness. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I've enjoyed every moment. Well, fair dues, we would go that far. Because Justin and myself, we're not the only ones who very much enjoy your lives. Remember, more people have got to go live. It's easy. Remember, it's easy. As soon as you get the technical issues sorted out, you know, you're sorted. I just got a text. You are going. It's just Abby. Thanks, Ab. Wrapping it up now. So yeah, Abby's coming down soon. So she's having an overnight stay in Brighton. That'll be fun. So it'll be good to see Abby. Until the next time, look after yourselves. We'll play out with a promotional video. Who's going to be the MattTaylorTV 300 subscriber? It could be you. Hang on. It could be you. God, am I going to press something? It could be you.
Hey you lurking on the feed, scrolling through the madness, craving what you need. MattTaylorTV's waiting, it's calling out your name. Only 12 to go, come on, get in the game. Wacky, zany, crazy, fun, offensive jokes for everyone. Pushing lines you never saw, controversy is the law. Who will be number 300? Would be you, yeah you, oh what a rush. Smash that sub, don't sit and stew. MattTaylorTV, it's made for you. The clock is ticking, the count's so close. Jump on board, be the boastful post. Comment, laugh, or get outraged too. On MattTaylorTV, anything goes for you. Wacky, zany, crazy, fun, offensive jokes for everyone. Pushing lines you never saw, controversy is the law. Who will be number 300? Would be you, yeah you, oh what a rush. of time. The next up could be you. Will you stand and watch her break right through? MattTaylorTV, love it or hate it, but miss the chance, you'll never make it. Who will be number 300? Will it be you? Yeah, you. Oh, what a rush. Smash that sub, don't sit and stew. MattTaylorTV, it's made for you. Yeah, who's gonna wear the crown? 12 to go, let's break it down. Who will be MattTaylorTV's 300th friend? Click subscribe, let's transcend. Don't just watch, be part of the madness. Maybe you'll be the magic 300.